What's going on, everybody? This is Gaza back here with another Football Manager 2020 experiment video, and today this is episode 3 of the father and son experiment. So we have now got to year 2030, 30th of June 2030 to be precise. So we're going to more or less just look to where Gary Murdoch Jr. and Gary Murdoch Sr. are in the game. So let's have a quick look to see what is happening. So Gary Murdoch Sr., I've searched him and he doesn't seem to be there, so I'm going to go to obviously Scottish leagues because some leagues I've still got open. So going to see what is happening. So Dunfermline, he must have got sacked or something. So yes, he has been sacked. 3 years, 313 days. Actually no, he left manager role to go somewhere. Won the championship with them obviously and got them up into Premiership. Left during the 2026-27 season as manager. David Wagner is current manager. So where did he actually go in division did he stay in Scotland after it? Let's find out. Just looking through different things, and yes, he went to St Johnstone. That's who he left on film for, but was sacked after 328 days. And I don't know if he's went to any other club to manage, but he definitely hasn't been to I don't even, because you can't search him up, so he must have retired from management quite early on, as he might have not been able to find any more jobs or whatever was happening. So I'm going to, before I look at Gary Murdoch Jr., I want to see how obviously the film got on during when he was manager. So it was 2022 when he took over. So 2022. So obviously he won the championship, got relegated from the Premiership, kept his job, finished 5th in the championship as we've seen, of course, then won the championship, finished 11th but stayed up in the Premiership, but obviously left during that time, and they've sort of done well, the highest position, 8th since they got back up into the Premiership. So where did St Johnstone finish the season that he took over at St Johnstone as manager? That's Mirren. So when he came in, it would have been round then, so he finished bottom of the league, and that's how. Well, he didn't actually get. No, they finished 11th when he took over as manager, I'm sure. Or, well, it might have been. I think yes, they finished 11th when he took over. Yeah, they did, and then obviously they got relegated the following season. But he was obviously sacked during that season, and obviously never took on anymore. So let's see what's happened. Obviously, the first club managed was Motherwell, his hometown club. So still in the championship, but obviously, as you know, they had finished 4th the seasons. Well, that season they had finished 4th, then 6th for 3 years, and then 8th in the season that's just finished. And Paul Pogba is the manager, by the way, and I'm sure. Let's see who they've actually had in manager since it all. So Hugo Lloris was manager. Martin Dubravka was manager as well. They've had quite interesting names there, but Paul Pogba being a well-known name to manage there, as well as probably Dubravka as well. So who is this? It's their captain. So 30 years of age. Yeah, obviously Alan Campbell and David Turnbull no longer there. So let's have a look at Gary Murdoch Jr. because obviously he'll still be on the game. So Gary Murdoch Jr. He is at Chelsea. He's valued at 63 million. 27 years old. He's had 66 caps for Scotland, scoring 38 goals. Impressive record. 14 league appearances for Chelsea, scoring 90s. He's done well on his. Let's have a look at his milestones. Runner up in the Club World Cup, runner up in the Champions League. Became the most expensive Scottish player at £38 million. So he's had a decent record domestically. So also he's went to Bayern Munich as well. So career stats, as you see when we left off, 17 games for Manchester United, scoring 3 goals. Then had a decent game, domestic, continental, international. He's done well overall at the club. So then he only played 3 games in the 2026-27 season in the league, continental 4 games, international 8 games. Then also went to Bayern Munich for a season, playing 12 games in the Bundesliga, scoring 2 goals and 1 assist, and 1 player of the match or player of the month or whatever award it is. Player of the match. One of his highest average ratings. Only played 1 continental match, and then signed for Chelsea for £68 million, playing 4 games, scoring 4 times, 2 assists. Actually, his best average rating of 8.05. Only playing once in the continental, and then again 2029-30 season that just finished, having not really getting much play time. He's only played 82 games in overall league appearances, scored 19 times, 5 assists. He must be playing in a different sort of position. He seems to be, yes, he's playing in different positions there, and he's always contracted until 30th of the 6th, 2034. So he's got a huge opportunity to try and prove himself by this point. It's not been as good as the previous saves. The previous experiment I done when I didn't record anything. So obviously his 4th club by now, only stuck a year round in Germany, came back to English leagues. So hopefully he continues to be a really good player in the future. He's maybe not fitting in as well to the squad, and he's in the reserves, but they have that's young boy at was it Barcelona? Actually, yes, he's probably getting most of the game time, and that's the problem. I think trying to get first team football, he's really been struggling to get first team football, and hopefully he does continue to go on and see what happens. So I'm going to end the video here, and in the next episode, episode 4, we will go another 5 years into the future to see where Gary Murdoch Jr. will be, if he'll still be at Chelsea or wherever, and any chance of his father being in the game. I don't think he will, so it's more or less focusing on Gary Murdoch Jr.'s the rest of his playing career, and possibly going into managerial career after it if he does. So remember to comment, like and subscribe, and thanks for watching everybody, and I'm signing out now.